Hi Scorpio, and welcome to your April 2020 general reading. I hope wherever you are that this finds you free from harm and all your loved ones free from harm and all beings free from harm. Okay, extremely tough times, and the readings for most people have all got a very strong theme of protection going on. And believe it or not, Scorpio, so does the astrology. But let's have a look and I'll see what cards that you pull. Yeah, breathe. I'm not really surprised. Breathe. That's it. Breathe. Just when you breathe, the whole nervous system calms and relaxes. Nothing good comes out of an activated nervous system. I think we can see that in the world around us. Everyone's hugely triggered and activated. It's really not what this time's meant to be about, Scorpio. Okay? We're all really been asked to take a step back. I know it can be really hard when our survival needs are triggered. But let's have a look at what's going on for you. Every single sign's just about got the same cards, which I'm sort of, in a strange way, I'm quite glad about it. It's like we're all in it together. I'm going to I want to do another little bit of a cut. So that's what's going on. Yeah, Page of Knight of Swords behind you with the Four of Pentacles. The Pisces just got exactly the same cards but in different positions. Oh, what you want is a Chariot. The gift is the Emperor. The challenge is the Sun. Five of Wands in your relationships, okay? A little bit of head and heart going in different directions. I don't dislike the Five of Wands. In fact, there's only certain cards that actually generate change. Because, you know, you can have the King and Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups and nothing ever happens apart from a lot of feelings. The Five of Wands is a card that pushes change. So we'll find out more. Money and work, you've got the Two of Cups. Judgment card in a soul position. Wow. And the Lovers is the outcome. Okay, Scorpio, what am I meant to do with this reading? It's really funny. Every single sign, every single one has got the Ace of Cups. You went one step further, guys, okay? You decided to get the two. No one else has got the two. Actually, Aquarius, I think, got the two. But I think I'm going to... these two cards, Four of Pentacles and Knight of Swords. The Four of Pentacles can be a little bit of fear of survival. Yeah, you can look at the deck. Everyone's going to be feeling it. You do not give yourself a hard time. It's about all of our survival is triggered. So the way to work with this card is to honour it. It's okay to honour how you're feeling, but maybe use some techniques to reduce that cortisol. If not, this is about holding back your heart from someone, or someone's holding back their heart from you. These are funny old cards. I wonder if that's what's creating the Five of Wands. That is two stressful cards. The Knight of Swords is about movement. The Knight of Swords and the Five of Wands and the Tower are my cards like, ooh, everything's about to change, yeah? The Knight of Swords wants to move and the Four of Pentacles doesn't. Push, pull, forward, backwards, opening, closing. this is, I think, what the Five of Wands is about. So it might show up in, do I want to be in a relationship? Do I not? Do I want to stay in a job? Don't I want to stay in a job? It's a little bit of a state of tension. And I want a clarifying card for these three. Ten of Wands. It's an old depressive cycle. This could be someone you're dealing with, Scorpio. I don't know why I'm feeling that. I really don't know why I'm feeling that what we're dealing with is another person. When another person shows up, sometimes a reading appears just for 1 or 2 viewers. Nothing I can do about it, guys, okay? But there seems to be a very interesting relationship dynamic going on here. And it's definitely a tension between opening and closing. Holding back, because these are definitely my holding back cards. And anyone who gets readings from me knows how I read those cards. It's my Emperor cards, that real stiff, emotional, people not letting the guard down. And I don't know why I think this is a relationship reading. It just seems to be coming that way. So this might be news coming through, but you're keeping your feelings close to your chest. Are the other person's doing it with you? I don't know quite how it's going to play out. There might be a little bit of concern about resources. I don't know anyone on this planet, Scorpio, who's not going to have concerns over their resources. Okay? I'm not going to mention anything because to do so is too patronising, but it can be a little sense of, I need to hold on to what I've got. If that's what your need is, then that's what your need is, okay? But there's a little bit of a tension there between moving and holding. Moving and holding. Don't always love that because it makes you feel a little bit angst inside. A little bit overly stimulated but not doing anything. Again, we're all in lockdown in the UK. I don't know what's going on for yous. As far as I know, yous aren't far off it or about to go in it. We're all in different stages, but this is like full speed ahead with the brakes on. And this is what creates the Five of Wands. I wouldn't worry about it. What you want is a Chariot. So that's about moving forward. It's about both conscious and the unconscious mind moving in the same direction. Or this is about a relationship, the two of you knowing what you want and going for it. Yeah. Now the gift is the Emperor. The Emperor, I always find this is the same person, by the way. But the Emperor is about setting your own direction. It's Aries, it's the first house, it's about it's about setting your own sense of destiny. Or this might be a person. Yeah, look, you got it as well. Every single sign has got the Ace of Cups. I don't know how we're going to do it because we're all completely separate from each other. Even I got it. Yeah, and I'm completely not allowed to be out for 2 weeks because of a temperature. And I cannot help seeing this as a relationship reading. I don't know why. But the Ace of Cups with the Emperor, this could be it's either a new person or it's someone from the past who's been very, very, very closed, who's beginning to open the heart. And maybe that's what happens under chronic stressful conditions, Scorpio. It's like people begin to readdress their values and what's real and what's important to them. Because I've got a funny old feeling, for some of you it might be new, for some of you this is someone from the past returning because of the Judgment card in the soul position. Now your challenge is the Sun, yeah, so maybe this just means that you won't be able to go out, you won't be able to do your activities, we're all going to be chronically self-isolated, okay? So maybe Scorpio rules union. Yeah, it just rules union. And even though there seems to be someone around here, it seems to be more towards the end of the month. So you might be a little bit feeling a little bit not able to bring your sun forward into the world. And when we can't bring our sun into the world, boy, do we suffer. Because the sun is about bringing joy, it's about bringing light to people's lives. And there's a feeling of not being able to do it. This Five of Wands in your relationship, this is going to bring some huge change. It always brings change, this Five of Wands. And that's when I seen it, I went, woo. I don't know why. It's a card that I actually like when it shows up. Yeah. Because it makes me feel something's cooking here. You know, the best way that and it's sort of Freud said that if you put a pot on something and you let the pot cook and steam up, eventually the pot explodes open. That's a little bit what the Five of Wands is about, and I think this is happening with a relationship. There's either someone who's totally guarded, or it's a new, completely new relationship. And because the Two of Cups is in money and work, it might just be you meet this person through what you do to make a living. And it's really funny, I was thinking, obviously I wasn't alive the First and Second World War, but I've heard enough stories about it, about what was good about it, is people fell in love, romance came back. I don't know how we're going to romance at the moment, but every single sign has got that goddamn card. Cupid, love, the heart opening up, becoming a we and not an I. And Scorpio rules we, not I. And maybe that's why if there's been a separation in your relationship, you feel it. It doesn't automatically mean that you're codependent when you think, oh, I really feel cut off from people. But this Two of Cups in your money and work could be someone brand new. It could be just, I don't know what to say. Is there anything else wants to go? Okay, look, after the Five of Wands, you're getting the Six of Wands, which is victory, victory, victory. This is breakthrough after stress in your relationship dynamic. And it's because someone's been totally closed off, or you have. And when we close someone off, there's always a very good reason for it. But the Judgment card is in your soul position. This is also, Scorpio rules the Death card and the Judgment card. This is the rebirth. This is something, it's like regeneration. Something that you thought was once over, springing back to life again. It's actually one of my favourite cards, actually. It's got a message as well, that the universe has the final say in everything. We think we're the decision makers in our life, Scorpio. We're really, 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 really not. We can make certain decisions about looking after our well-being, moving away from toxic decisions. But the final say in the direction our life goes is the major arcanas, especially the Judgment card. Something's coming back to life here. There's some sort of victory after being in a Five of Wands, very stressful position. And the outcome is the Lover's card with the Page of Cups again. So the Page takes the Ace and moves, acts, brings it into form. Give me a minute. I want to ask a little bit more about that Two of Cups. You know, I decided to ask a little bit more about your finances because everyone else has got a message, really. Yours is more about relationship. So you've got the Empress, the Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. It's funny. Beautiful, beautiful cards. And so some of you might be doing a job that really, as most people who know that who read with me, I do a part-time job in NHS social care. You might be really, really doing a job of caring for people. The Empress, the Ten of Cups, is about offering nurturement, care, love. The Ten of Cups is quite a really, really good completion card. So there seems to be good news around your finances here, particularly on the extension and the giving of care. A lot of us are going to be called to offer people support. Now, the universe has a different economical system, yeah, and nothing really goes unnoticed, Scorpio, and nothing ever goes unpaid. And there's a certain sort of energy here that you might just be called, and I think it's going to happen for a lot of people. They're called to go and support more vulnerable people. This might be what's going on here, but there's an awful lot of abundance and prosperity, and there's an awful lot of love in your money and finances. Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is born from a Ten of Wands. It's sometimes she's innovative, she's dynamic, she brings forward this beautiful energy. But sometimes in great hard times, the most incredible things are created. And we're obviously going into a period of, Scorpio, okay? That's it. I'm not going to say any more. And every single reading I've done so far, I don't know if it's just I don't get that many views, but the people who view me are a certain quality. It's like we're all coming alive. It's all these gifts are coming out. All these very, very, they're called cities. So they're divine qualities. And that's what will create the new world, is these divine qualities that emanate from us. And you might be called to go and give aid, yeah, to those less fortunate, to those that are suffering. There's something awaiting you, and it's something to do with love, connection, bringing the energy of your heart forward. And I promise you, Scorpio, that's what's going to bring our new world into being. Right away, maybe not, but towards the end of the year, it's just where we're progress. This is definitely about a relationship. And I think for some of you, it's a relationship that's been in your past coming back. For some of you, actually, the fact that you're having to respond to this crisis, it's almost like there's something waiting there for you that's going to make you rise from the dead. It's going to make you feel just, this is why I'm here. Yeah, this is why I'm here. And I know personally, my own birth chart, the reason that I'm here is this period we're going through. And we're all going to have to trust this process, regardless how hard it is. There's a reason every single person's got this Ace of Cups. It's like there's something higher guiding us all. And you know what? See the ones who don't believe it, Scorpio, just wish them well and walk away. Wish them well, namaste, and go. Let them be where they need to be. I don't know if I've made any sense at all, but there's something exceptional going on for you this month. And either it's something to do with, I really, really pray to my cards not to bring forward survival and fear, but to bring forward hope. Beautiful reading, guys. Okay, again, I hope this finds you free from harm, that all your loved ones are safe, and that we might realize that all beings are our loved ones. Okay, love and light. Bye.